Okay, just about there. Preparing live streaming preview. Okay, adding a title. And we should be live.
Live.
Hey, live without a net, without a wire. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Marty Fonke, and many of you know me as the Chief Marketing Officer for Wholetones. But here's a little secret. Before I ever came to Wholetones, before I ever met Michael, I met Cathy. And Cathy, I looked it up, it has been 9 years since we have met and started working together. Cathy called me up one day and said, hey, I've got this product that uses frequencies to make people look 10 years younger. And I said, I don't get it. I don't understand frequencies. Sorry, I don't know what I can do to help you. And she said, no, it really works. So we have a whole long story that we're not going to tell tonight about the journey that Cathy has taken to bring her product to the market. But I'll tell you this. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of companies over my career, thousands of entrepreneurs, and Cathy is one of the most hardworking, industrious, creative, and full of integrity business owners that I've ever worked with. And so when I met Michael and we brought Wholetones to the market, and then I went, oh, now I understand frequencies. Thank you, Michael, for that education that we've had over the last 5 years.
Glad I could help.
And we were brainstorming, well, what else can we share with the world? And I said, I know a person. And I introduced Michael and Cathy a couple of years ago, and it has been, I think, a great relationship. And so welcome everybody to all of our Wholetonians. We're here with Cathy, we're here with Michael. I would love to have Michael just kind of share, we've been together a couple of times over the last 2 or 3 years. Welcome all your Wholetonians and tell them why you want them to be here tonight.
My family. Well, some of you are no stranger to Cathy Goldstein already, but if you were on our last broadcast together, where I actually brought you into my dining room, you saw Cathy doing one side of my wife's face with her amazing True Energy skincare, and my wife was going, can we do the other side now? Because it was that dramatic that fast. So yeah, no kidding. It was like asymmetrical. But the big deal is that, as you know, what I do out of relationship. And thanks to Marty, I have a relationship with Cathy. I'm the frequency freak, but she's definitely the frequency freakette. And we're always talking about ways that we can do more things and create more things. But tonight is all about you, dear Wholetonians. It's all about Cathy and True Energy tonight. It is not my product. I wish it was. But the next best thing is for me to be able to put Cathy out in front of you guys and let her do what she does, because I'm telling you what, my wife and I use the products, as you know, nonstop, as well as my mom. And you're going to see some stuff tonight that is literally going to, I'm telling you right now, get ready, because it's going to blow your mind. You won't believe it, but it's true. And it will actually be before and afters of some of our dear Wholetonians. So buckle up. It's going to be a great night.
Absolutely. Cathy, hey.
Hi.
From sunny northern Florida, you're joining us. What's new?
What's new? So what's new since the last time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I could not have been more excited to actually reach out to you again, Michael, because one of the things that I knew that you really love is you love those before and afters.
Oh, yeah.
And so what happened for me is I realized how many people were seeing such amazing results. And I like to, do the before and afters and put them side by side. And so tonight, I have brought to the table some before and afters of some Wholetonians. So I'm really excited about that. And I have to tell you, it's been some challenging times, you know, with all of the, you know, the lockdown and things like that, and anxiety and stress and things like that really, really wear on the face. And I think that, you know, Marty said it great when he had mentioned to me when we were talking a little while ago, is that when you walk into the room, people know, like, oh, what, are you okay? You know, because they can totally on your face, right? So that's the cool part that I really love about bringing the true energy in, is that the feedback that I'm getting is that people feel not only that they look fantastic, but they feel great overall. And so with that, you're also, with the true energy, you're also treating your whole body. And one of the things that I want to talk about a little bit too in that process is that it's not just a skincare and it's not just a tool, you know, with that frequencies, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But that little magic green bead, can you see that? and the magic wand are where, you know, with the Wholetonians, what I found out is they love to talk frequency.
Oh yeah.
You know, the frequency with Wholetones is different than the frequency with true energy. So the more I talk about how I imprint the frequencies, what the frequencies do, they just want to go deeper and deeper and deeper, which is just fantastic because it's such a rich topic in, like with the music, how healing it is. It's healing for your whole body. The true energy and using that in your face is totally healing for the entire body. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I can't wait to show you some of those before and afters.
Yeah, we're gonna get to those in a couple of minutes, but just want to touch on, I mean, really what's going on in the world today. And obviously we're just coming out of, when some states are coming out of it, some states may be going back into lockdowns and quarantines, and the level of stress and anxiety that we're seeing in people today is probably higher than it's been since, I would imagine, you know, that I always honor so much the greatest generation who went through World War II. And I think, you know, we complain a lot about what we're going through in 2020, but that's nothing compared to what, you know, that generation went through with the sacrifices they made and the anxiety of literally like every able-bodied male, you know, fighting a war. But the stress and anxiety that we're all feeling is there. And the fact that almost everybody's working virtually, they're on camera. Well, I've heard, you know, the camera adds 10 pounds, right? What we've learned is that the Zoom camera can also add 10 years if, you know, your lighting's not right.
It sure
it's
does.
not right. So I know, I mean, I am definitely got the 10 pounds being added. I promise I didn't gain my COVID-19. Not sure I really did. Anyway, but the extra 10 years, I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Like, oh my gosh, I never realized the bags I had under my eyes. I never realized the jowls that I had until I have to look at myself on camera all the time on Zoom calls, which is the last time we got together, which was last fall, wasn't on anybody's mind. And so there's a lot of anxiety around that. There's a lot of pressure around that, and people are not feeling because of the outside world pressures and because of how they feel about themselves. I think that what you have, Cathy, can really do some amazing things, not just on an outward appearance, but how people feel inside too, and as well as a sense of community. And we're going to talk about a sense of community here in a little bit, because Michael, you've built obviously a massive worldwide community of Wholetonians that are
awesome.
greatest people out there. But Cathy, you're building quite a community too, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. So
absolutely.
Just a quick housekeeping. If you're watching us right now live on Facebook, please feel free to share your comments in the live video feed. If you have questions, we will have time for questions before we wrap up. So feel free to put your questions in there. And we've got our awesome production staff standing by to help us out. Becky's manning the Facebook page for us, and we'll be feeding us those questions. And the always awesome Sunday is handling some of our audio video things tonight. So you ready to get started sharing some stories, Cathy?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better, Marty, on what you were saying about, you know, really treating everybody feeling the pressure. That was fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So we have tonight something really different. We have not only pictures of people, which we've had before, but we have audios, and some of those people, I'm just scrolling through the Facebook Live feed here. Some of those people are live with us as well. So
great.
It's so fun. I'm so excited for tonight. I have goosebumps. I literally am just so excited. So Cathy, why don't you introduce our first guest, Janet?
Okay, so Jan, so before you show her picture, I just want to say that Jan, we have so much fun. I call her my spring chicken, you know, because she just looks so fantastic and she feels great. So one of the things that I really love about Jan is that she's, I tease her, she's like a dog with a bone. She loved True Energy right from the beginning and faithfully has used it every single day. And at some point I said, hey, Jan, you can cut back. Why don't you use it just a few times a week and give yourself a break? She's like, oh, I don't know. So let's go ahead and hear from her and see what she has to say.
All right, here's Janet.
I love the fact that I'm actually seeing results, whether that's from the wand or the products or the combination, I don't know, but it's really feels good to know that I'm doing something for me. Now that I'm doing it 3 times a week, the protocol 3 times a week, I feel like I'm treating myself all the way around. Because when I have a night off where I'm not doing that, it's like, oh, I can just wash, put my cream on and go to bed. Yay. And when I get to do it, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm treating my face. Yay. So I'm yaying all the time.
Yay.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, right? Yay is absolutely right. And I'll tell you what, Jan sent me a picture in her last photos this past month, and she sent me a picture of her and her daughter. They look like sisters. I didn't tell
wow.
Unbelievable. She's just, it's fantastic.
Do you want to walk us through these before and afters and give us a couple highlights?
Yes. Yeah. So this is actually where you can really see the contrast, not just on her jawline, like if you look right at that jawline, but around, like even on her chin and loosening up those muscles between her lip and her chin. And on my webinars, I do talk about all the things that add up to making us look tired. And so these are those little things like, you know, the chin and the jawline. And look how her skin on her cheek just looks so refreshed and popped. And her neck is nice and lengthened. You can even see she holds her head a little bit differently because those muscles are not so tight. Forehead. Let's go ahead to the next picture where you can really see her jawline. So this is a jawline from like September and I think January and then current timing. You can really see where the plumping, the refatting in the cheek, that's something that's absolutely unique. You can't use a skincare and have it refat like this. So, and supposedly it's unheard of to be able to just refat with anything other than injections and fillers. So that's an amazing, nice replumping on that beautiful cheek.
It really is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marty.
I was just saying it's beautiful. I mean, it's just the difference is amazing.
Let's look at her neck. I think that's the next one. Yeah. So this is like that lengthening and all of the lines. You can see the lines really disappearing and that really nice defined jawline. That's fantastic. Love, love, love these pictures.
You know what I love too, and all of the before and afters too, is that, and what I noticed right away, first week, is that there's a brightening effect too, that you just look, your skin looks radiant. It's just lighter and it just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Michael. And Cathy, address, so one of the things people might look at with these pictures, oh, it looks like the lighting's different, or it looks like the angle's different. These are not professionally done photos. Tell us how these photos came to be.
Yeah, thank you, Marty, because I'll tell you, you know, when we're looking at before and afters, we can be kind of critical because we just always feel like we're having the wool pulled over our eyes on before and afters. These are real people who sent in their own photos. Either they took them themselves or someone took them for them. And so I've not touched the lighting. I've not touched, they're completely untouched. These are the photos that the True Energy customers have sent in themselves.
Yeah.
Well, not just real people and not just True Energy customers, every single
Wholetonians!
people, these are all Wholetonians, just like everybody listening right now.
That's right. That's
Wow.
right.
All right.
All right.
Well, should we-
Wholetonians in the house.
Nice. Should we hear from Marlene?
Yes, so before you show Marlene's, I want to say that Marlene and I were completely excited. She could not wait the 30 days to send me her photos. She actually sent me photos in 6 days.
Oh, man.
I know.
So is that what we're going to see, is the 6-day photos?
Yeah, you're going to see a 6-day and a 30-day.
Oh.
So go ahead and,
Oh, all right. Well, let's hear from Marlene.
6-day.
I just like how my skin feels, that I love how it feels going on, especially the moisturizers, the morning and when I do the evening one. It just feels so luxurious. Something I really like, that it absorbs so nicely. I don't feel dry. I feel moisturized and I'm getting lifted by the serum. I feel that lifting. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with the products.
Great. So can you believe this jawline in 6 days? And
That's
around,
amazing.
and look around her mouth as well. So it's not just the jawline, it's
Yeah, you
that.
can see
Yeah.
this frown line here is almost gone in 6 days.
Right, right. Beautiful pop, beautiful pop. And then if you show her next one, this one, what I really love about this, now the angle is a little bit different, but what I love about this is just look at the second picture. And if you saw this photo of someone, how old would you say she looked like she is?
On the right or the left?
On the right, on the right.
35, 36.
I feel like I'm looking at like a teenager because she's got, I mean, this plumping.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the plumping on her cheek, the
What
youthfulness of her eyes and her jawline. One of the things that Marlene had said is what intrigued her the most was that she's about my age. And she figured, if it could work for me, it could work for her. And
Okay, so you're 40, right, Kathy? So I was 4 years
I love
off,
Marty.
I guess.
yeah, no. You got to give me another 20 on that 40, Marty.
Okay, so I legitly, on that right side, I legitly think she looks about 36. So she's what?
She's my age. She's my age.
Closer to, I have no idea how old you are, and I'm certainly not going to say it if I did.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Listen, so I'm 60 this year.
It's a very
Oh my
special
gosh.
club.
Oh, Michael just turned 60 this year. I didn't know you guys were the exact same year. That's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, totally.
All right.
Great things happened that year.
So I was 24 years off on my guess with Marlene. Holy moly.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I love
Oh
this.
my gosh. Marlene, well done.
He was saying when she saw her photo, she's like, I look so young. It's awesome.
Yeah, but again, the skin tone, you notice the skin tone. It's not just the fact that you're lifting and you're looking younger, your skin looks better.
Well, it's almost got a leathery texture on this
Yep.
before, and then it's here. It's very smooth, and
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
And the plumping, because that's the thing is what we lose is we lose fat and we look gaunt, we look drawn, because
Yeah.
that's, one aspect of it. You're going to see some other photos that there's other aspects of it, but it's the gaunt feeling, that we get in our cheeks as we age, and that's the losing the fat. And so it just replumps, refats.
She uses a word that I love and that I hear all the time from other True Energy users. It's luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear that word all the time with skincare. What makes True Energy so luxurious, Kathy?
Yeah, so I think it's a few things. I think it's, I know it's a few things. It's, for starters, the quality of, just starting with the skincare and the skincare ingredients. The quality of the ingredients are top notch. I am super, super picky. I'm a holistic practitioner. I practice what I preach. I didn't want any chemicals, synthetics, anything toxic in it. And a lot of times people think, oh, well, if it's all natural, it doesn't work. Well, that's something that I was like, well, one, I have agreed with that in the past. And I've also agreed that a lot of oils really clog the pores. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I went on a search for products that actually worked at an active percentage that gets results. And that's, I know that's kind of a lot of information, but it's not just amazing ingredients, it's amazing ingredients at the percentage that makes it work the way it does. And then add the wand in and the frequencies of the wand and the bead. Now you're getting results that not even the clinician who did the trials he didn't even know why we were getting these results. He was like, you know, these women look like they've had many makeovers, and these are not results that you can technically get in 30 days. I have no idea how you're doing it. And it's because he didn't understand anything about frequencies, because it was unheard of in skincare. Yeah. So that luxurious is that it is a beautiful, rich product that goes on evenly. It's not tacky, it's smooth, it absorbs. It is truly beautiful product.
And you know what else is awesome about that, Kath, is that a lot of times we don't mention this. I don't know if we did last time, but there's a lot of people with sensitive skin out there, and I'm one of them. And so I can't just use any cleanser, skincare. I mean, I might be able to use somebody's cleanser, but then I put the moisturizer on and then I have a reaction. Right. I use everything you've got because my skin feels totally comfortable. I've never had any kind of a breakout, never had any kind of reaction or irritation to it. And I think that goes a long way for a lot of people too, because they're afraid to try stuff because they don't want their face to react.
And I have heard that over and over and over again. It's an excellent point, Michael. Excellent.
So yeah. Go ahead, Cathy.
I was going to go ahead and show another one where.
All right. So next we've got Pam.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. So Pam has my heart. We're going to show a picture of her before and after while she's talking. And the before and after are just of her upper eyes, and the transformation is so amazing. I'm just gonna let her speak for it initially, and then we'll go ahead and look at some of her other photos.
All right, so let's hear from Pam.
Looking the other day, and I noticed that the age spots on the sides of my eyes were definitely lighter and more like the freckling on the rest of my face than actual age spots anymore. I was really excited about that. I was noticing that the lines on my upper lip are not as deep anymore. I'm really pleased, and I'm pleased that I'm seeing these kind of results with not being real consistent with the wand and the products. And you know, I thought, oh, this is going to take me years the way I'm doing it, but not so much. Yeah. I'm very pleased.
Wow.
So Cathy, I'm monitoring the Facebook as we go here, and somebody just asked about like how often do you have to use it, and how, you know, what happens when you back off using it. And Pam just kind of addressed that, like she wasn't being consistent. Talk to us a little bit about that. What does it take to?
Yeah. So what in the process, what I generally ask people to do, and this is definitely the way that you get, you know, good fast results, is if you use it consistently one time per day, and you stick with that for the 30 days, then your body has a cellular memory. So that once you do that, you can really spread them out. You can do it twice a week, you can do it once a week, and because of that cellular memory, you'll get that pop, you know, each time that you do a refresher. Now, you know, if you're, you know, where we are right here, where Pam was talking about being really inconsistent, is that as long as you're, especially just even using the product, and you're using the wand, even if you're using it infrequently, I mean, as you can see, this is October to June. The transformation here is amazing. So, you know, consistent or inconsistent, some people just get some amazing results that just, you know, move them. Like you were talking, Mike, look at like it's vitality. This whole process.
Look at it. It's a totally different skin tone. And the scariest, most wonderful thing that I see immediately, if you just kind of block the picture and look on the left side under in the crow's feet area and under both eyes, that is literally, I mean, something you usually have to have a procedure for. Those crow's feet are gone. There is no creasing in the corner. Look at the difference. Look under her eye, right in the left-hand corner of her eye, where it was starting to pucker. It's smooth under there. That's crazy. And she wasn't even being religious about using it all the time. This was just kind of, you know, I mean, to get results around the eye is so hard anyway. And if you notice over the top of the before, she's got a lot of almost like puffiness above. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's from the lymphatic drainage. Talk to us about that,
That's
Cathy.
right. That's right. Yeah, Marty, you know the product well, right?
After 9 years, I hope so.
Yeah, right. So that is also something that's hugely unique, is the protocol itself. So with the protocol, we're actually doing something that people just don't think about. We're actually going down with the wand. And most people think everything goes up, up, up. But toxins and inflammation is the big part of making us look aged. And so the lymphatic drainage pulls all of those toxins and the inflammation naturally, gently, and really gives the skin the opportunity to start being able to utilize some nutrients, because you got to take out before you put in. You can't just keep packing it on, right? So that you are absolutely right. That's the lymphatic drainage that really, really helps that inflammation and toxins.
Well, Pam has a little story that she wants to tell us. Let's listen to the rest. Well, one more story from Pam here.
I changed my profile picture on Facebook, and I had 76 comments. I never get lots of comments on anything I post, and I'm not a big Facebook poster anyways, but,
right.
You know, I just keep looking at that picture. I'm like, man, I look 20 years younger.
So awesome.
So awesome.
So, first of all, whether we like it or not, sometimes we keep score by our number of comments and likes on our social media. Like, we all have to admit it. Okay, we don't always want to admit it, but it's true. It's so exciting that she was able to get that many comments, and we always say that True Energy will make you look 10 years younger. I just a few minutes ago mistook somebody for 24 years younger, and she said that she looks 20 years younger. That's incredible.
Yeah. Marty, go back to the jawline on her as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at her neck and her jaw. And this is, you know, it looks like she's lost a ton of weight just from getting rid of that inflammation. And so the neck part, that's the second part of the protocol, where we're not just getting rid of the toxins, but it's not just muscles that sag, it's the ones that are really tight. And this is what we also make sure that we address in the protocol, is the lengthening of the muscles that are tight and drag the face down.
It's incredible. I mean, yeah, you would think that, and I don't know if there was any weight loss there, but you would think that she lost 25 pounds. I mean,
right.
It's amazing.
Right. So now just, you know, going to, we are going to hear from Pam again, because this part is the part that just really, you know, pulls at my heart. It's just, you know, how she feels about herself, which is
which is the most important part.
Totally.
All right. So last little bit from Pam.
Wow.
Oh man, I tell my husband, I feel like a beauty queen. But yeah, just to feel like I'm pretty, it was like tears come to my eyes.
No.
I mean, True Energy is definitely working. I feel better. My skin feels better. You know, I'm noticing the changes, and it's really exciting to see. Thank you for introducing me to Cathy and True Energy. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
because it's only been a positive in my life.
Michael, that was the thank you was for you.
It's so amazing. It's like when people understand how everything works in the world, like, why wouldn't I want to tell people about you? Right? Why wouldn't I want to tell people about something that's going to have that kind of a result? That, come on, all of us want to look better. None of us really want to get old. You know, we do what we can. But for me, when I see a story like that, it's like, I mean, you give somebody a little bit of their life back, Kath, and this is a real beautiful testimony.
Yeah, it's a perfect match.
Absolutely. So listen, we have some more stories to share, and we're going to do that in a minute, but I'm kind of monitoring the Facebook as we're going. People are like, that's amazing, I want it, how do I get it, how, you know, where do I
Sure.
they're asking a lot of questions that I know you can answer as we kind of talk about, you know, what is this, how does it work, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over, and we're going to talk about that exactly. You know, what is this thing that has caused all of these kind of miraculous results? If I can get my Zoom thing to work here, hang on one second. Okay, here we go. All right, so everybody should be looking at your website, and the results for this, and this by the way was the exact protocol and system that you had, Dr. Pugliese, in the clinical trial that had those drop dead amazing results. So walk us through what's in the system, Cathy.
Okay, so it's a 5-piece system. What happens when you order that? You get an instruction booklet, as well as, of course, the wand and the 5 different products, which is a daily cleanser, which is, it's one of the favorites. It's fantastic. I think it might be one of 2 of Michael's favorites. And then the serum, which is his
That's the other one.
The serum is the one that Marlene was saying she could really feel her skin lifting and tightening. And then a scrub, which is super important because you have to make sure that you're taking off rather than just putting on. And this has beautiful jojoba beads in it for a really, really gentle removal, so it doesn't scratch and scrape and get, you know, hurt your skin. It's also very hydrating. And then a daytime, which is beautiful. I love this one is actually one of my favorite. It smells like a day at the spa. Love this one. And it's super, super creamy. It goes on evenly and nicely and absorbs quickly. So if you put makeup on, you can put makeup on right afterwards. And then the nighttime, and this one I put a little bead in it so you could see. Can you see the little green bead?
I can't see it, but it's there.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
And that's that has the frequencies
That's it.
embedded in it, right?
It's
That's right.
absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful. So that is not sitting on the top. When you do get your product, it's deep inside where it has its best effect. And that one's a beautiful evening nighttime cream. That's it's this rich treatment that keeps working. It's throughout the night. So beautiful hydration on that. And then the booklet.
Okay, so if you buy all of those items separately, it would be sick. Oh, you forgot to mention, we have a free cosmetic bag to hold all that in, which is a $34 value. It's a beautiful bag. I'll actually show a picture of it here.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I don't have to show a picture of it. You're holding it up.
Yeah, and then it has all of it has the wand, it has the scrub, it has the day, it has the night. Yeah, right? It has the serum.
It's like Bullwinkle's top hat.
It is. It's like a clown car at the circus.
All right. So everything, if you bought it all separately at full retail price, would be $691. But for Wholetonians, only for the next 7 days, it's $198, which is a lot of money off. $493 saving. Well, it says right there in big red letters.
It's
Mark.
amazing.
That. So it's $198. Now, Cathy, you've done something. This is brand new. This has never been done for Wholetonians. You've done something where you're offering 4 easy payments. Okay, we know times are tough right now. We know that some people have uncertain economic situations, but that doesn't mean that you can't treat yourself. It doesn't mean you can't feel better about yourself. So, Cathy, if you go to the website, which is trytrueenergy.com, you'll see here one-time payment, $198, and you get free shipping. Or if you want the 4 payments, just put your mouse right here, tap 4 easy payments, same price, $198. Now you will have to pay shipping, but it's 4 payments of only $49.50. Cathy, oh my gosh, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
This has been our number
That's
one
so cool.
biggest reason why people have not been able to try True Energy in the past is that, you know, they've had to kind of come up with that 100 and, you know, whatever the offer's been at the time, you know, a couple $100, and that's tough for some people. So now $49.50. Thank you for doing that, Cathy.
Absolutely. I want to give people the opportunity, you know, and one of the things that we didn't mention on that offer is I want people to know that I'm there. I'm an all-in person. And I think your Wholetonians who have been using True Energy for quite some time know how not only am I super passionate, but I'm super available. So I do the webinars, that intro webinar for the Wholetonians, which is actually next Monday.
So if you look on your screen, you see the website is trytrueenergy.com. That's where you can get the special deal. And tell us about those webinars, Cathy. That's something. This is totally different than anything else we really do. You know, Michael only personally endorses about 5-6 products ever. None of them come with this personal hand-holding community like you have with this webinar. Tell us about the webinar in 60 seconds or less.
Okay, so the intro webinar is just for people who are just starting. I go over the protocol, I do it on myself, I show you exactly how to get the best possible results. And then you have your little booklet, so it's easy to follow along. But you know, sometimes when you're starting something new, you tend to hesitate to jump into it. This enables you to just be able to jump right in and start your 30 days right away, because you'll have the confidence that you're doing the protocol exactly what's going to give you the best possible results. And then we can talk a little bit about the monthly webinars later, so that I can stay to my time frame that I just got.
Okay, so let's do this. Sunday, get ready to play Margaret's first piece. We're gonna hear from Margaret really quick. So
okay,
go ahead. You want to introduce that to us, Cathy?
Yes, absolutely, I do. So Margaret used to sell, has sold skincare. She's used really high-end products. She's used really fancy, you know, products, like multiple products. So here she's actually talking about what the process is for people.
I find that my skin, it feels really good. The product, you know, there's a real difference in the product. You can actually feel it. I'm used to using a really good product. Do you know what I mean? And I find that this here is easy, simple to use. It's not a whole load of different, like I'm used to putting 5 products on my face in the morning and 5 at night. And this is just so simple. And that's what most people want. People want something that's simple, and that's what usually happens with all these other products. People buy them and never use them, and then it gets a bad name. Whereas this is simple to use. You get up in the morning, you cleanse your face, you have your shower, and you put on the cream. Then at night time, you cleanse, serum, and night cream. Or, you know, some people want to do the other, and if they choose to use the one, it's simple. you know, and that's the most important thing. It's not a big job.
Yeah, and I think that is super important. A lot of times, and I don't know if people are asking this yet, how long does the protocol take? You're only doing the protocol 1 time per day. So you're using, you know, your morning cream and your evening cream, and you can pick whether you want to do it a morning or evening, whichever falls best into your time frame. And it's only 7.5 minutes. And most people really enjoy actually taking care of themselves for that time.
Yeah. So we're looking at the results from Margaret, which are you can tell, but let's hear what Margaret has to say about her results.
The fact is, if they use it, they get results. The product definitely works, but you know, but it's simple to use. It's not a heap of things to do. I think the fact that it's simple, easy, and it's not complicated, it's easy to use. Yeah. And the wee book that you send out, that made it easy just to follow as well.
The wee book, I love it.
Excellent.
It's
So good.
Yeah. So everything you're doing is great.
That accent is priceless. I love
That
it.
is priceless.
I could listen to her talk all day.
Absolutely. What a great accent. I want to join the webinars just to hear her talk.
I know, right? It's fantastic. So
Speaking of the webinars, let's hear one last bit from Margaret. She's going to talk to us about what her thoughts are about that.
Your talks are always really, really good as well. And I love seeing the before and afters. I think that's another big thing that people get, they can see. You see, the trouble is that whenever you look at all these other companies and that, they always say that, you know, this is the results and that. And I think people are kind of used to seeing that, but they don't believe it because, you know, so it's actually getting just the fact that your show, you know, whenever you do your webinars, it's just everyday people and you're actually talking to them is a big bonus. I love tuning in because I love seeing how people's results are getting better. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's a bonus for anybody that's listening in. They can actually see the results of different people and how they're improving.
So I'll tell you, we talked a little bit about the webinars earlier, and what Margaret is talking about is that my advanced webinars are people who have they feeling comfortable with the protocol, although I always go over it because who doesn't need to get a refresher or a tip. But I do like a beginning educational part, and people crave that. I had no idea you know, how deep people like to go in information, and those have been absolutely fantastic. And then I always have people sending in their before and afters, so everybody can see the results that people are getting. And what I do is we're showing a little bit more face on some of these photos. That's more than what we would normally do for the webinars. I section it down so that I can keep your privacy. The women who came on, who showed their photos today, I asked them specifically if I could show like a full face, and so you could really see the contrast. But the webinars are rich, and people just love them. That really pulls together our community.
Wow.
All right, so again, trytrueenergy.com to get that special discount, $198 or 4 payments of $49.50. We're going to share one more before and after picture. Michael's favorite. You can see Michael clapping.
Is it Debbie?
Yeah, and we don't have an audio from this, but I'm just going to put it on the screen, and then we're not even going to talk about it for a second. We're just going to look at it because it's. Michael, you saw this earlier. What did you? I mean,
mic drop, jaw drop. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I've never seen results like this before. Everybody wants their jowls and their neck lifted, and so many people have to spend so much money or do the threading or get, you know, there's all kinds of different types of treatment to try, and none of them can get close to this. This one blew me out, flat out.
I mean, look at this.
So can I tell you something about Debbie?
Tell us everything about Debbie.
So Debbie is beautiful, soft-spoken, gentle human being, and she's shy too. You know, she's actually pretty outgoing, but as far as photos go, that's a little bit different story, right? When I was like, please, Debbie, I know you took before and after, send them to me. I'll put them side by side and I'll just do it for you. So nobody else can see it, but just you. And I put these side by side for her. She had no idea of how much transformation she had. That's normal because we look at ourselves in the mirror every day. And it's why I encourage people to send in photos, send in your before, take your before, send them in, because this side by side is 1,000 words. So she was like, yeah, you can show those.
But what you said is human nature, though. You know, so many times, like if someone records their voice, they don't like their own voice at first, or if they look, you know, in the mirror, they go, oh, my teeth are kind of yellow. And then they take a screen, they go, oh my God, my teeth are so white. A lot of times people don't really see the results, yes. But this is the most shocking thing I've seen in a long time.
And in 30 days, I mean, that's it's astounding. And again, Debbie is a real person, a real Wholetonian, just like everybody listening right now. And these are pictures she took and sent to you, right, Cathy? These aren't models or makeup or photoshopped.
No. And I believe Debbie is in her 70s.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, if you look at the picture on the left, you can believe that. If you look on the picture on the right, no way.
You're not going to believe it.
No. All right. So how are we all going to get results like this? TryTrueEnergy.com. TryTrueEnergy.com. You're going to get a $691 value. You're going to get it for $198 or, $108 in free shipping or $49.50. And I mean, Michael, these are your people. These are your Wholetonians.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell them right now before we go into the Q&A part?
Okay. Well, the one thing I want to tell you is take the time for yourself. I mean, seriously, especially with everything we're all going through right now. I mean, we're always thinking about, let's save, let's do this, let's do that. No, man, spend a little money and a little time on yourself. We've all been through hell. It's been a really hard time. You can see the stress on people's faces. The most wonderful thing that you can do every once in a while is just take a little bit of time for yourself. And I'm telling you, you're going to love this whole system. You're even going to love doing, the wand is wonderful. You're going to love it. I'm just telling you right now, when you start doing it, like when my wife does it, she's almost like she just gets into this relaxation mode. She's got it so, she doesn't even use the wee book anymore. She remembers how, and you'll catch on Cathy will tell you pretty quick. You'll catch on to doing this. Will become your routine, and you won't even look at the book anymore. You'll just know exactly what to do. You'll know how many times each one is. It's fabulous. So yeah, that's what I would tell my first of all, you know, being a Wholetonian does have some perks. I mean, this is a fantastic deal for sure, but more than that, do something nice for yourself that's going to pay off when you look in the mirror really quick. You saw one lady 6 days. I mean, this will make a difference, and that's what we're in this for, to make a difference in people's lives.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael. All right. We have 11 minutes, Cathy. We have 11 minutes, and I've had about 50 questions.
Wow.
So we're going to go rapid fire, fast as you can.
Have more before and afters. Okay, they'll wait. They'll have to see them on the webinar.
Let's answer as many questions as we can here. All right. How long do the products last? Do people who use these products use up all the creams and everything? Talk to us about that.
Okay. So they're 60 days. They're designed for 60 days. And I have to tell you, if you've got really damaged, aged, dry skin, you may use them faster because your body will soak them up like a sponge. So if you find yourself using them a little bit faster in the beginning, that can happen. But as your skin hydrates, repairs, then easily they can last 60 days.
60 days. All right, good. Somebody said, sorry for asking this. How old is Cathy? She looks amazing. I think you answered that, but maybe they didn't hear.
I'm in this is my 60th year.
No way.
Way.
You use your own product, clearly.
Yes, it's yes, I do. Absolutely. Hands down, use True Energy.
All right. Somebody said, how did you get the eyelid lift if you don't use the wand over the upper lid?
You do use the wand over the upper lid. So part of the protocol, so there's 3 parts to the protocol. There's the lymphatic drainage where you're gently going down, and I go over this exactly how to do that. And then there's in the second part, there's lengthening and lifting, right? So the lengthening is in the neck and the chin and the forehead, and the lifting is in the cheek and the eyebrow. So we're definitely doing lifting with the wand, and with the frequency of the wand, you're getting exponential effect. It's not like just taking a pencil. You're getting all of that energy, and you're contacting all of these acupuncture points and acupuncture meridians. So you're getting a lot of effect, not just on your face, but your entire body.
All right. Let's see. Can True Energy be used if you've had treatments for skin cancer?
Yeah, so I have had all kinds of different procedures, and actually whether it's scarring or Botox or bad filler jobs, things like that. And I definitely have my customers take before and afters of some of the scarring, and they really feel like it helps. And I can see the difference as well, you know, whether it's redness or tightening around the scar. It's just, it's beautiful to see the transition.
Okay. I kind of asked this question earlier. I saw it buzz by in the Facebook, but I want to kind of have you clarify it again, just so everybody really understands. So, number one, how long do the results, well, let's back up. How frequently do you need to do the treatment to see the kind of results we saw on these before and after pictures tonight?
Well, it does vary. It does vary. There are some people who are consistent, and there's some people who are inconsistent. It's going to take a little longer if you're inconsistent, and you're going to get your best, fastest results if you do the first 30 days consistently. And then as far as, were you going to ask how?
Which would be every day?
Every one time per day, 7.5 minutes, 1 time per day on the protocol where you're using the wand. You're going to use the day cream. You're going to use the cleanser, the scrub 2 to 3 times per week, and then the day cream. And if you're choosing to do the protocol at night, you'll use the night cream with the serum on the protocol at night with the wand.
So if I do it 2 times a day, once in the morning, once at night, will I accelerate my results?
You know, I do hear that question a lot. It's kind of like going to the gym. How many times a day can you go to the gym?
Because you really are working your muscles and your facial muscles. So that's a perfect example.
Right. That's exactly right. And what I've definitely found is that you get better results if you don't overuse it. And I'll still sometimes, like if I really want to pop, like right at this point, I use it very inconsistently. But if I want to pop, I will do it 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 days in a row, not 2 or 3 times in one day.
Okay. All right, good. And then once somebody, let's say they achieved those amazing results and they stopped using the protocol, how long would it last?
You know, my mind is very experimental. So I have tested pretty much every part of that protocol. I've stopped using it for several months to see what would happen and how long it would last. And everybody's going to be a little bit different. But what I found is that even when I stopped using it for several months, it really only took a couple of times to get everything to pop back.
There's a memory.
That's exactly right. We just like, you know, any other kind of, our cells have memory. And when you train a cell to have that memory, it doesn't take long to have it pop right back.
Yeah. Especially you're embedding the cells with those frequencies and it recognizes those frequencies. We see that with Wholetones too. So that makes sense.
That's it.
Excellent question just came in. We should have addressed this when we talked about the product itself, but what's your guarantee, your warranty, your return policy?
Oh, yeah. So I want you to love True Energy. I want you to absolutely love it. And if you don't, then you've got 60 days to try it And if you still don't love it, bottom of the jar, if you don't love it, then you get your money back for the products. You send the empty jars, you send the empty jars, you send the wand, and you get your money back for those products.
Well, seeing all the results people got in 30 days, I think a 60-day money-back guarantee is very generous.
Oh, you'll know. Yeah. And if they don't want theirs, they can send it to me. I probably won't get any.
No, I know for a fact that your return rate is like less than 1%, which is unheard of in the beauty industry. I mean, absolutely unheard of.
Right. That is true. And I think the biggest part of that is that sometimes I'll have people go, I'm not seeing a difference. And I'll say, did you send me your before? Send me your after. Let me put them side by side. If you still don't see a difference, if you don't see it, then that's important. But without those before and afters, I mean, the chest, the woman that we saw, Debbie, with that chest and neck, she didn't know she was getting such amazing results. Those before and afters speak.
So pro tip: as soon as you get your True Energy package in the mail, take a picture.
Yep. That
you can replicate. So same bathroom mirror, same light, same everything. Take a picture, front and side, right, on both sides, and then save it so that in a week and in a month you can replicate the exact same lighting and same everything and see the difference, right?
Yeah. So one is I do send a little really short video on how to do before and afters, because I don't want smiling, and it's that the front 45 and 90. The other is that for the Wholetonians that are taking this offer and they do their before photos, if you send in your before photos, I'll take down sections and make a point of saying this is the part that will make the difference in your results.
Yeah, that personal one-on-one coaching. I mean, forget the cost of the product. I mean, for your personal coaching, as with your medical, credentials and your passion, everything else. I mean, my goodness, that's worth more than the price of admission as it is. One more question that came in that's really important. Sometimes people buy a cosmetic product that they saw online or they saw it on TV, and then all of a sudden their credit card's getting billed month after month without their knowledge, and they got some auto ship without their knowledge.
Yeah.
Is this some automatic thing where you're going to keep charging their card without their knowledge, Cathy?
No, in fact, you actually, we do give people the opportunity because we have this amazing price for our VIPs, but you won't see that until after you've taken the offer. So it's an option, but it's definitely not required to get the price that we're offering today. It's not mandatory. It's not necessary. It's what, Now, I can tell you, I don't know if you've got people who are on Facebook who have been using True Energy, they'll absolutely tell you there is no better way to get your 5-piece products than with the VIP. The price is amazing, but it's not required. It's not necessary. You can buy them at full price. You can buy them, however you want to renew it when you do run out of product.
Okay, good. Well, we have about 60 seconds left. Michael, there's a question that just came in for you.
Great.
I'm going to have you answer it and share a few final words, and then we'll have Cathy give a couple final words. So Michael, the question that came in is, how long have you been using True Energy? And I think you mentioned at the top of the hour how old you are, but you do not even remotely look your age either. And so how long have you been using True Energy? And I mean, how much younger do you think you look over what you really are?
Well, I've been using True Energy since I met Cathy, and we did our very first, actually before we even did our very first show it from my home, we started trying it, and then, oh my gosh, I freaked out over it. So, I would say probably the biggest deal is that, the best thing is when people tell you, like, you can have your own idea of how old you think you look or don't look, right? And just like sometimes those pictures we post on Facebook, we actually thought we looked good in them. That's a joke. And so, but my point is, when somebody comes up to you and says, you know, blah, 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 and, you know, and you tell them you're 60 and they just look at you like, oh, and you can have a lot of fun at the fair. You'll win all the prizes because they never guess your age either. So yeah, it's best when other people tell you they can't believe you're 60 years old, but my wife looks better than me and she's 60 and both of us use the same skincare. So take it from us. It works.
It's been years.
There you
It's
go.
been years since you've been using it, Michael.
How many?
Years. Several years.
About
Three or four years. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
All right, Cathy, share some final words, and I'm going to put the URL up again to make sure people know where to get it.
Okay. Well, other than I just want to show you some more before and afters, but
We're out of time.
they speak for themselves, right? So there's a couple of things that I really kind of wanted to make sure that that I was saying is that one of the things that I love about Wholetonians is that it's the community, right?
Yeah.
And the community is just we feed each other and we nourish each other, we support each other, and it's this space of really being able to show our love. You know, and especially in today's day and age, it's important to be able to feel like you're being able to come from your heart center. And I think that the Wholetonian community and the True Energy community, the True You community is, it's like a sister brotherhood thing, you know, it's just a total connection, you know, and
it's all built around frequency.
Yeah, right.
Love
It's
it.
Family. I love my family, you know, and I'll tell you, every month I look forward to seeing them. I love spending time with them.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Cathy, while you were talking, I just kind of went through the before and afters. I know we didn't get to talk about them, but I did show them so people could kind of see them while you were wrapping up there. The URL again is trytrueenergy.com. That special offer is available for 7 days only. Expires next Tuesday, so take advantage of it. The very generous 4-payment plan is in there, and we'd sure love to have you become a Wholetonian and a, I don't know, True Energyan. What do we call them? What do you call
True you.
a True You? Okay. Thank you again, Cathy, for joining us. Thank you, Michael. Hopefully next time we do this, we can actually be all in the same room again.
Oh,
that will be wonderful.
Please.
Looking forward to that. Big thank you to Sunday for being our audio engineer. Big thank you to Becky and Cindy handling our Facebook tonight. We have a great team on the Wholetone side. We have a great team on the True Energy side. Your customer service, Cathy, is top notch. The product is top notch. You're top notch. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Order tonight. Don't even think about it. Don't wait. Grab it. Talk to you later.
Peace. Bye.